Hi, everybody, and welcome to the hi-rez Studios 4v4 Interim Siege Tournament. For the next 2 days, we're going to be showing some Siege action while Team Dignitas and Team Solo Mid are in China today. My name is DM Brandon, and to what I think is my right is Mr. Hindu Man.
Oh, well, on that side, this is really confusing. That's different than where Dry Bear normally sits.
Oh, wait,
Hello.
you're over here.
All right, that's just confusing now. Whatever. Anyway, hello, welcome. I am Hindu Man. This is my first time on North America, and DM, I'm actually kind of nervous. I don't know why. I just think it's because I don't know the North American scene
That's
as well as
because
do
North
you.
America is better.
Yeah, okay. I'm not gonna. I'm not as rude as you in any way, shape, or form. So
Oh, that's
I'm
right.
not gonna
You're
worry.
Canadian. You're from North America.
Keep going with the Canadian jokes. Have you got your seat on properly today? Like your booster seat
Yeah,
is on?
look
Is
how
it
tall
on?
I look. I actually
Well,
look taller than you.
Well, be careful because if you keep making jokes, you'll fall off it, and then we're gonna have to wait a few minutes for you to get back on it again.
It's not
Okay?
going to take me a few minutes. I'm
It
tiny,
takes the
so...
whole of production crew to get you back on your booster seat, please.
What am I, Humpty Dumpty?
No, you're like a miniature Tony Stark. It's like they tried to get
I'll
a
take
rip
that.
off Tony. No, they tried to get a Tony Stark look-alike doll,
Take that.
right? And they were like, yeah, let's use this. But then they ran out of products, and then they got you. And instead of actual, what am I looking for here? I think of the word sort of, suaveness. Yeah, suaveness will do. So
Yeah.
they were looking for suaveness, and what they got was salty BM. That's what they got.
We're going into game one for the
Yeah!
day.
Come at me with the Canadian jokes. We're in.
Oh my God. All right, so we're going to go in today. We are going to have a 64 team bracket today. We're going to be starting off with Full Moon and the recent breakout team, Fat Chunks Assemble. This is actually featuring some of my favorite players. I'm a really, really big fan of Kiki Star, now called Miss the Boat. Aurora is one of my favorite support players in the world. He's the guy that kind of brought the Fenrir support onto the scene. Astro Squared, also known as Air Cougar. And then finally, Sam Shrew, formerly of Pentablink. I mean, this is an all-star roster.
You're just a fan of any team that beats you, aren't you? Really? So, which is everyone.
I actually beat him that game. We've only played once.
Oh, that makes a change, doesn't it? You win a game. Hey, good job. Anyway, combat's banned out. Are you
Bronze
surprised?
3, thank you.
Okay, I'm bronze 5, but I haven't
By the
played a
way,
game.
real quick, before we get started, let's give a shout out to my man Snoop Lion Smite on Twitter. Of course, Snoopy Man on
Masters.
The Game Changers is the first Conquest players to reach the Masters rank. Very, very impressive. But Bots and Scylla have been taken out of the equation. What do you think we're going to see, Hindu?
I'm not surprised by that. We might even see, I expect another assassin ban, maybe Bastet, maybe Aphrodite, maybe Hercules, but Kali.
I like the Kali ban, especially considering Sam Shrew is easily one of the top 3 Kali players in the entire world. Very, very strong character in this game type. It's easy to find your target, good rotations, and it's very easy to get to and from the base. Not to mention high gold spooling puts her online much quicker than you would see in Conquest. So good ban there. Option back over to the boys on Fat Chunks.
Yep, Fat Chunks decision, and obviously Full Moon going to get first pick this time round as well. So they're going to have the option of whatever's left on the table. So pretty important pick.
Oh, that's actually something from production. Miss the Boat is actually in Diamond 2 right now, and it is in his promo game. Nobody is in Diamond 1, so he is technically second-ranked overall solo queue player in the world right now, which is very impressive.
So it shows this game's going to be a top tier right now. So Poseidon has been locked in after the Afro ban for Full Moon, and almost immediately, Fat Chunks responds with Ymir.
This is strange. Yeah, Ymir locked in automatically. Now, Poseidon considered definitely a top 10 god in the mode, whereas Ymir not often picked, but there is definitely potential here. The Ymir Nashot combination, of course, Windfire Wheels slamming into the shards of ice can be a lot of damage very quickly. But there's control here. The thing is Nasha doesn't have a lot of lane clear. This might be hard. I see the Nasha. I really would see this probably going to Sam Shrew. That makes more
quite
sense.
possibly.
Okay, Hub was picked in.
Yeah, they've switched over to Hub Wall. With the Ymir pick, though, I mean, with jungle in Siege being relatively small, those walls are really going to cause some issues because they can block off escape routes very, very quickly and force teams into bad situations. So keep an eye on how Ymir plays with those walls overall.
We got
instantly.
an Apollo.
Hercules.
Okay, so Apollo and Hercules are both going to be locked in. Now, for those of you who haven't been following the North American scene, recently Wolfie has left Snipe, and we're seeing Jerby maybe riding the bench as well. Astro Squared, formerly Air Cougar, who was once a member of Snipe for a very short period, will be trying out for the mid slot, and Kiki Star might be taking over in the solo lane. So this is definitely a very high-ranking team, but so far their picks and bans haven't been as strong. Apollo, strongest hunter in the game type, most likely.
Arachne.
Hercules, definitely one of the strongest characters in the game. And now they're going to draft into Arachne. This is strange.
The Arachne with the Ymir, that's an interesting one. Like the amount of CC they can do if they can land
Yeah.
the cocoon, it could be real bad issues, especially with Habois there to deal the damage over the top with the tidal wave. It's interesting. Will it pay off? I mean, Fat Chunks, like you just said, DM, like this is an all-star team on Fat Chunks Assemble.
Now, remember, guys, since it's 4v4, first pick actually gets first pick and last pick. There's definitely an advantage there. So there is something to think about. It looks like we're going to see a ban of Bacchus getting taken out, and Full Moon will now have option.
Yeah, they've got the option. And looking at the team composition right now, they probably want to ban out another AD, another physical god here,
Right.
just because they've already got two magical and Fat Chunks. You normally want
agree.
to balance it with two physical, two magical. So we'll see what they choose, though.
So only a few seconds remain here. Not really sure what they're going to aim for. We're still waiting on that ban. Kali and Hunbot's two assassins have been taken out, and we're going to see a ban of Chalk option back over to Fat Chunks. And what are we going to see? Looks like Osiris is hovered and locked.
Not surprised to see Osiris getting locked in there. Osiris has come on really strong, DM, since it's actually been released, and people start to realize his strengths. Even with the warrior nerfs, he got a little hit too, but not as much as some of the others, and he's starting to shine now.
So now Athena is getting hovered on and locked in immediately. This means they're going to have great global presence between both Defender of Olympus and, of course, across the sky from Apollo, which means they're going to have great rotation potential, especially considering there are teleports on the map with the siege engines as well. Now, Poseidon has great rotations with his movement speed and his trident passives. I mean, like, this is a very mobile team, and you go across the way, Osiris doesn't have a lot of movement speed. Arachne doesn't have any movement speed. Ymir has no movement speed, and Habois can put a river down. I mean, their only real movement ability at this point is going to be the Psycho Crusher, Lord of the Afterlife, coming out from Osiris. So this is a very slow team.
Oh yeah, it's going to be mobility versus high damage, but they're not very mobile, as you say. So it'll be interesting to see how this one's going to go between the two teams. And the other thing to note as well is how are these guys going to lane match up? Which two people are going to be laning together in these lanes? Because you've got to make sure you got wave clear as well as the opportunity to poke and get kills.
So I would say put Ymir with Osiris. That would be my guess. Ymir's Glacial Strike is a very good clear potential, on top of Osiris having poke from his 2 as well. Habois, of course, has the water cannon, and really Arachne setting up a pull into Habois ultimate. I mean, that could be very dangerous. Across the way, I think they're going to... I would separate Apollo and Athena. I think that's what I would do.
But then if you separate Apollo and Athena, then you're going to have to put Poseidon with Athena, do you reckon?
No, I would say Hercules with Athena.
Okay, it just their wave clear is very, very weak, though, if you do that. That's what I'm thinking.
Well, Hercules could go for the Earthbreaker, and then she could just shield wall. They would each have to use one ability. It's not the greatest, but it's certainly not terrible.
Well, it's setting up to be, as Bart would say, a barn burner.
I thought I was going to get the week off from the Burning Barns.
I'm sorry, I had to just represent
I was
Bart
so
while
excited
away,
that he was
man.
in China.
I mean, it's going to be a barn burner. I still don't understand what one is, but you know.
It sounds great.
It sounds exciting.
I hate farms, so I'm down.
Why do you hate farms?
I'm just trying to...
We will be right back, guys, to the countdown moment to begin to this one. Full Moon going to be facing off against Fat Chunks in this round 1. 63 teams entered. Only one will come out victorious. We'll be right back.
Hello, everybody, and welcome to Game 1 of the Siege 4v4 tournament. Today, our first game is going to be checking in with the guys on Full Moon and Fat Chunk Assemble on the bottom side of your minimap. And, of course, the blue team, we're going to be checking in with Full Moon. That's going to be Jag Predator playing Poseidon B-Blaze, going with that global presence on Apollo, global presence number 2 for Instinctivity on Athena. And finally, I Win You Lose is playing Hercules.
And on the other side of the map, we're going to see Fat Chunks Assemble with Astroxygen, I'm going to call him, because, yeah, he's got O2 in his name. Astroxygen, let's go with that. Habois is going to be being played by Astroxygen. Sam Shrew is going to be Osiris. Raw is going to be Ymir. And finally, Missed the Boat is going to be on that Arachne. And look at these wards early game. I discussed this with you yesterday about the fact of placing these wards on the enemy side of the jungle, so you actually get better vision throughout the early game.
Right, so right here you're going to see that we had 3 wards come out, which is unnecessary. That ward in the middle is not really something they need early on. It's going to disappear too quickly to make it really matter for the Gold Fury, or rather Silver Fury spawn, to get that siege engine in there. A little bit strange to see that Arachne has popped 2 eggs here for the red buff, and they still have 2 people going for it. She's going for speed by herself with no help, so we're going to see both Samshrew and Aurora get to their lane much, much faster.
Won't that push Arachne's level 5 a lot quicker, though, so she gets her
Yes.
ultimate a little bit quicker by
Yes,
getting the
it
XP from that? So it could be a play to try and get the early hook into her broad damage early on, and it looks like they're going to be laning, as you suggested as well.
Yeah, I mean, right there, I mean, the babies just died right there about 5 or 6 seconds after they got the camp. I would have liked to see one baby in the beginning, perhaps, and then put it in another one at the blue buff to even speed that process up, but it looks like the camps are being picked up here. Red team already done. Blue team on the left side. Hand of the Gods is coming out both sides. Yeah, they're both finally getting there, but it looks like a small advantage to the Fat Chunk, considering they cleared faster, and there's 2 Hand of the Gods right now on full moon.
Yeah, a couple of minions missed. Right-hand side, though, Poseidon taking some damage early on already. Arachne being very aggressive, as you'd expect to see during the early stages. No, don't fight the bug, and when she hits 5, definitely don't get hooked by the bug.
Oh, I mean, that's what she's looking for. She should be almost there, given the fact that she got experience from an extra camp. I win, you lose, taking some damage here. They might have an opportunity. Left side's getting aggressive as well, looking at these health bars. Everyone's getting very low.
Yeah, they are. The trades are going backwards and forwards. Both sides for full moon are being pushed into tower right here, so going to lose a little bit of gold. Hook's waiting for it. He's looking for the opportunity. Can he catch it? Recall coming out from Poseidon, though. Well aware that the opportunity was there to be picked up. So quick recall. Good decision, I think, overall, though, DM. Because he's not going to miss much in terms of the minion wave. He should be back in time.
I win, you lose is just Mr. Boat is just hanging out looking for that I win, you lose pull. If he moves forward, he's going to get gripped into the babies, and it's going to be trouble. That knockup would have confirmed it, but he just barely dodges. Both teams getting very aggressive, and now he can at least breathe easy for at least a few seconds.
The cocoon does go down for a few seconds, so he's got an opportunity just to push out now. He'll be letting Poseidon know what's going on that side of the map.
All right, so it looks like they're pushing forward. Nice use of that whirlpool there to clear up the babies, get them off the map. But Mr. Boat's going to have his ultimate back up in just a few seconds. If that cocoon lands, you know it's going to be first blood.
Left-hand side, we see a lot of action going on. Ymir's popped his ultimate. He's going to confirm the first kill of the game for Fax Assemble, and that's going to be Athena.
Yeah, that's going to go into Roar. Jack Predator finds a kill with the Kraken. Oh, I don't like this. I win, you lose is definitely going down.
Yeah, he is, and that's going to be the second kill. Fat Chunks Assemble trade 1-for-1 in the right-hand side of the map. Meanwhile, left-hand side, Ymir rotating around the back as Apollo was aggressive. The freeze comes out. Samshu doing damage. Got the tether attached as well. There's the wall.
Oh, my God. That wall was so godlike. That wall was so godlike.
Athena saves the day with a taunt.
That was beautiful.
Picks up the kill.
Absolutely beautiful.
Really, really nice from Full Moon overall to that one back. So that's 2 for 2 now. Quick look at the golden experience, both in favour of Fat Chunks Assemble, and that's all coming down to these new waves being pushed into tower constantly, DM.
All right, so it's 2-2 right now. I mean, the golden experience are in their favor. We're about to see the spawn, but we're getting a rotation here, and there's no ward coverage. Jag is taking a lot of damage. Will he see Aurora? Freeze is going to be good here. They're going to get Glacial Strike. This could be
Battle
trouble.
Wave! Lots of damage coming out. They're knocked back into the tower from Hercules, but it's not going to be enough to persuade them to back out. And Hercules takes a bit of punishment from there, but that was a great rotation once together from Ymir. This is the big thing about rotations. You have to call them missing in the lanes over and over again.
Have you noticed that Athena has opted, or rather, Ymir has opted into Shoes of the Magi, now into Wardstone. He's going to be going for a lot of damage.
Left-hand side, you can see Arachne's looking for it. Missed the boat, looking for the cocoon again. Is he aware? Eggs are down. He's waiting patiently. And this is all Arachne's going to do all game long, DM. He's just look for these picks over and over again.
I mean, why not? That's the strength of the character. As the game goes on, she becomes inherently weaker. I don't like that push forward.
Oh, she got him! Now he's in trouble. On the right-hand side, we get a kill going down, but the eggs are doing work with those spiderlings hatching. We see Athena drop down, and the spiders continue to put pressure on as well. Meanwhile, right-hand side, 2 kills going on. Kraken comes out, and we see Ymir gets wiped off the map, but Hub was going to get some free time with that minion wave to do some damage to that tower. Actually,
if he's going to go back, he's going to heal up and teleport in with the siege minion. Left side, they only have one person trying to fight. Samshu's low here, but the babies are activated.
Oh,
they're tanking. He's gone.
He is gone. That's some free tower damage again. Arachne does have aggro, but expect the recall and expect to see Osiris going right-hand side here now for that siege tower. See
what is Astro doing? He's just running down the right lane instead of teleporting. He missed an opportunity there. He might have been worried that Hercules was closer than he actually was. So he will be taking the scenic route. We're going to have, Osiris is going to be coming down left as the jungle camps start to respawn, but they should be careful here. These are 9 tickets per camp, and if they do that with their siege minion up, they're just going to be losing ticket opportunities for the next push.
Yeah, 36 tickets lost if they take these down beforehand. They should probably wait for the siege towers to drop before starting it. Doesn't look like they are doing that. Speed has already gone down. Red drops soon after. No, actually, a lie. Red was left up, so they lose 9 tickets overall from doing that early.
By the way,
For the
have
time
you
being,
noticed that there are 2 babies set up right at the north side of the Silver Fury camp, ready to just burn? I think that's what they're going for. Mr. Boat is rotating in. He's going to place down a 3rd one, but he's going to rotate over towards the right side.
Yep, he's going to have to rotate, right, because Hercules and Athena going aggressive. There's the freeze breath from the Ymir. Oh my god, the damage! Where did that come from? That's the Guardian that just did all that burst, and now the baby is, sorry, the spider is right in the back of Athena. She tries to run away. The pull back in with the cocoon. Great wall just to deny the escape. Rip indeed, as the right-hand side tower is certainly going to drop. Meanwhile, left-hand side, though.
Yeah, Samshrew finds the kill there on top of the siege engine, and now he's going to have an opportunity to burn this up. He needs to get that to the tower, though, or he's going to wind up dead pretty quickly. But look at the mid lane right now. Arachne's in there with 4 sets of babies. She still has her heal online. I mean, this is big for them.
And this is one of the strengths of Arachne in this game mode. She's able to just solo the Silver Fury and allow her team to clear the waves out. I mean, everything's going fine for Fat Chunks Assemble right now. What do you do as Full Moon, though? I mean, you're down 2 towers already. You've just lost your siege tower. Now they've got the Silver Fury DM. Do you just sit back and defend? Do you try and group and fight?
I really think that we should have saw a rotation coming out from Apollo there. He wasn't going to win that engagement, as we saw. Astro doesn't have a lot of mono left. That's going to force him back. Hercules will escape just barely, but they're not using the siege engines properly. I mean, they could have forced a split push opportunity. Now we're finally seeing a push over to right side, but this is a defensive push. He's going to use his ultimate just to get in front of that siege engine and hope that they don't get it.
Left-hand side, another cocoon gets popped again. The spiders are doing the damage, and she rides the back as well. Gonna knock her down to below half health. The spider's still chasing, doing great work, and that's going to give Arachne some free tower pressure on that side. Mr. Boat in a good position there. Meanwhile, right-hand side.
Yeah, right. They're pushing him for the tower. The tier 2 hasn't taken too much, but they're going for the fight first. Samshroom's going super deep. Lord of the Afterlife has already been used. Boulder will hit soon. Once, twice. Kraken's going to be Aegis. He has an opportunity here. They can turn this one around.
Yeah, they can, and that's what they're looking to do. The engage is not going well for Fat Chunks. They've overextended. Ymir is surrounded. There's the Mesda freeze. He's going to buy him some time. On the left-hand side of the map, DM, look what's going on.
Yeah, I mean, not only did
out.
they lost the tier 2 with the siege engine as well, and then left side, we're seeing Kiki just push this down. He has 3 archers, 2 babies about to spawn as well. Actually, that might have been out of distance, but the damage has been done there. I don't think he's going to take the opportunity to counter jungle, but, I mean, they're doing a really good job here.
Yeah, they are. And speaking of counter jungling as well, look at Full Moon's jungle right now. It's all up. Nobody's actually taken any of the buffs recently. And the longer you leave them, that's just free tickets waiting, sat there, not being used by Full Moon right now. They really need to clear out their own jungle, because if Fat Chunks Assemble get there, it's going to give them a better position again on the next siege tower spawn.
Baby's going in on the left side, but not enough damage to deal with the still very tanky Athena. You can see, strangely, she has opted into Midas boots. This is something I don't think we've talked about. Now, that's going to increase the gold per 5 by 5, but at the same time, you already have, I think, 6 gold per second in this mode. So 6 gold per second versus 7 isn't nearly as big of a deal as 3 versus 4.
It's a lot of gold, but it delays your actual build to later game by going for this Rush of the Watcher's Gift and Midas Boots. And now Athene's going to get caught out of position again as the ride begins from Arachne, and all that slow is coming out together. Say goodnight, Arachne. There's no Full Moon tonight. That was a total eclipse for Athena.
Yeah, man, she got completely rotated on, missed the boat, found the opportunity, and then Ymir rotated in with the freeze. I mean, that was just a really rough situation. Tier 2 on the left side, not specifically exposed, but it is a 3 versus 2 push, and Poseidon can't rotate over in hopes of leaving
left-hand side, Hercules gets a nice charge into the tower. The boulder's going to secure the kill, and now Osiris trying to do work. He's tanking up the tower nicely, though. Lord of the Afterlife popped as we see Apollo going to the skies.
I don't think he's going to go back in here. I think he's going to go heal. Habwa's rotation's a little bit late here, and Poseidon didn't quite get there in time. Left side tower taking some damage, but I don't think it's going to be enough.
No, it won't. We should go down before the tower actually drops. Or is it? I'm not sure. This is kind of close, actually, DM.
Yeah,
it's going to be really close.
I did not expect it to do as much damage as it has. Just barely living. I mean, that thing's effectively dead at this point. For all intents and purposes, aside from having the gold in your pocket, that thing is no longer a defensive issue.
But look at the golden experience now in favor of Fat Chunks Assemble. Over 3,000 gold experience, 5,000 as well. Things are not looking great for Full Moon right now. Just Phoenix is remaining and just that resemblance of a tower on the left-hand side.
Yeah, they're trying to just burn this one down as well. I mean, Astro is just by himself versus 4 people. Samshrew finally rotates in, and he does have a red buff available as well. We have a rotation over towards the left side from the other 2 Silver Fury about to spawn as well. really Full Moon has to make something of this tower. If even one of them gets picked up here before they get this tower, it's just going to be a disaster.
Yeah, they should just back out of this. Let the tower go. They're in a good position. They can afford to let one of the towers drop. Wait for Arachne and Ymir to turn up, and that's what they're doing, DM. They're coming around the back now.
Yeah, the cocoon, is it going to be good? We're going to see the web's going to be missed. Astro in some trouble. Kraken is going to be Aegis. Oh, but that crushing wave, Hindu.
It did so much, and now Hercules is caught in a bad spot by 3 members. He's going to drop finally Athena, only with the Watcher's Gift and the Midas Boots. Ymir trolls his whole team with that wall, but it doesn't matter because the cocoon comes out to pick up the deicide.
Complete wipe there. They lost 500 gold in the tower, but right there they picked up 4 people. They have access to mid. They have access to the tier 2. They are completely uncontested. And in this game, I'm looking at my man Aurora on that I'm sorry. I usually so used to saying Fenrir on Ymir. 6-2-5 Hindu.
Some of the gods that you don't see in the other modes are really, really strong in Fat's Chunk Assemble. Sorry, in Siege. And Fat's Chunk Assemble are doing a good job of abusing that. Arachne being picked up, Ymir being picked up as well. Like, would you ban those two? Would you realistically go into picks and bans and go, guys, we need to ban Ymir and Arachne because they're really strong?
Hey, I'm a big fan of banning Arachne at all times. I love it. I think.
Would you do it in Conquest?
I mean,
you'd really do it.
8 months ago.
8 months ago. Well, he's definitely
2013.
2013. Hashtag the dream. Arachne getting banned as we can see Habuar going aggressive and does a nice chunk out of Hercules' health there. Yeah, Siege Tower on the left-hand side. Hopefully, we'll see Osiris jump through. He does.
Yeah, he's going to go for it. Athena's in just the wrong spot completely. Earthbreaker's going to miss as he takes some more damage as well. He's not going to get a lot of healing back from that. Mitigate Wounds was not available as we see the Creeping Curse come out. They're slowed but not deterred.
No, they're not, and the aggression is onto Habuar. That's the focus. Great knock-up from him. Now, the Kraken on the backside isn't going to do half as much damage as he hoped to, and this fight is going in favor of Faction Assemble.
Boulder's going to come out, but I Win You Lose is going to go down. Athena gets frozen. Athena gets slowed. Athena gets walled. Athena gets destroyed.
And Arachne comes in, hopping along, cheering on her team, doing nothing towards the end of that fight. This should be a free Phoenix from only Apollo's left standing in their way. Nothing on the map for them to really do. Arachne's just going to tank up this Phoenix.
Why not? I mean, they have one person alive right now. Lord of the Afterlife used, but he will be messed out. Missed the boat, took way too much damage there, but they are going to get the Phoenix with the time they have here. 15 seconds. I don't know if they're going to have the pressure to go for it, but it looks like they're going to maybe go for it.
They're being brave going for this. Only Apollo standing for now. The rest of the team up soon. 6 seconds.
Wait,
on Poseidon coming up.
Yeah, this is smart. Back off. Take the jungle away.
Take the jungle. Take the jungle.
He just
rolls up. Yeah, he just rolled up his own team in the jungle.
Oh, man.
You know things are going well.
That was pretty godlike. That was pretty godlike.
I wish, honestly, if Missed the Boat would have died there because of that, that would have been some upset words said on voice comms there. That's for sure.
I mean, with the way they're winning, though, they can afford those little quips. 6,900 gold, 12,000 experience.
Only 13 minutes in the game, so you can see how fast Siege really is when it gets going. Siege Tower on the right-hand side is up and available for Fat Chunks Assemble to jump through. We can see Arachne come through with Ymir at the same time. There's the freeze and the aggression is out. There's the ult from Ymir. Kraken doesn't connect as the Aegis is used from Arachne there.
Yeah, they're going to try to get some damage with Defender of Olympus. It wasn't enough. The damage reduction wasn't enough. Boulder, though, was big, but still no kill onto Sandshrew goes down. Let me fix my face. They're going to find a big kill there, but that was still a 1 for 2 so far. 1 for 3. Only I Win You Lose remains, and I don't know for how long.
Well, Hercules left alone. Wet Paper goes down to slow him, and now you can see the charge used. Hercules to try and juke out as much as possible. Meanwhile, left-hand side, as he's going to drop, you're going to see the Titan game worked on by these fire minions. This one is over. Fat Chunks Assemble look like they're going to be able to end here.
All right, so they're going to be able to push forward. I don't imagine they're going to have an opportunity to... Yeah, there's no defense opportunity there.
This one is going to be closed out by Fat Chunks Assemble. GG to them. They're going to move on to the next round. Full Moon got totally eclipsed there in that game. I'm enjoying my puns today. I'm sorry.
You were really feeling that joke.
I was. I just have to keep saying it. I'm sorry.
Man,
I love Full Moon as well because I've been watching them every week. Though.
I really hope everyone who thinks that 5v5 has more action really watch that match because I couldn't tell you how many times I was watching a fight and somebody else died in another lane. Like, that was just constant aggression.
I am not getting involved in the 4v4, 5v5 debate. We'll just go on forever.
You don't have a choice.
I'm going to side with 5v5 personally because I'm a YOLO queue player and I like the craziness. Although for tournament play, I can understand 4v4 and I think it's good for tournaments. I totally agree. For a competitive atmosphere, 4v4. However,
I
for the
just felt
fun
like I was always
excitement,
getting.
5v5.
I was sitting too much under my tower in 5v5 because I was so nervous about the jungle ganks. With this, I feel like I'm
Buy
just trying to
wards then, noob.
outplay. Well, no,
Buy
even
wards
with the
then.
wards, I mean, Bastet could just jump over walls.
Buy wards behind the wall so you can see behind her when she's coming in.
It's a lot
Noob.
of gold. So let's take a look at the brackets here. After the first game, we did see a very dominant performance coming out from the guys on Fat Chunks Assemble, a team that has also been doing pretty well in the Conquest tournaments. We're going to see Cognitive move on through their bye, and they're going to be fighting against Return. Happy Feet has moved forward. We see Team Medi move forward, Resist, Critosaurus, and Three Skins are going to be going through. We see Trust Gaming and Team Cybernetic going through. Explode's going to go into round two up against Torch, the current 5th seed in this tournament.
Nice.
Aggression's going to move forward. They don't have an opponent just yet. The Game Changers and a Mighty Storm, which should be a pretty notable matchup. That's going to be going up in round two as well. And I haven't even touched. I mean, that's the second seed, right? We still have like 9 more matches. I mean, we had a huge turnout today.
Yeah, a huge turnout. Like I think this is going to go on until tomorrow, so we'll just go straight into EU. I think DM.
Yeah.
Overall, like luckily I've got coffee ready for the whole night, so let's just keep going. Power on through.
Beep Beep, I'm a Blimp did manage to beat Prometheus Gaming. They'll be going up against the winners of Lotharian versus 5 Angry Men. I'm sure the fan favorites, 5 Angry Men, are being cheered on by the people
Before
at
Angry
home.
Men, should it not?
I guess it would be 4 Angry Men. Which one of the Angry Men do you think got benched?
The angriest?
Pernicus?
I don't know who the angriest is, so I'm still learning the NA scene more.
I
So
would say Pernicus.
Copernicus is the most angry.
He's definitely very angry.
Would you bench the angriest then? I mean, if you've called the angry men, then you really want to.
Well, you said that. That was you.
I know. And maybe I'm just stupid and wrong. I think that's the case there.
You heard it here first. Make sure to tweet that at him as soon as possible. We're going to cut to a quick break while we get set up for our next game, guys. Stick around. Round 2 is going to be even more hype.
Oop.